All right, good morning, everyone. It is 9:55 in the morning on April the 13th, 2021, and I traded pretty much the open on NVAX. I'm going to call it a day here. There's some other trades that might develop, but I'm not going to take them. I'm just going to take my green and go home. Call it a day. All right, let's go over what I did here. So here's NVAX. And I had levels of 185.15 and 183.43 on the board today. I staggered 250 shares at roughly 50 cents, a little bit less than 50 cents per share. So I had an order for 50 shares at 185.15, and then I just divided the difference between 185.15 and 183.43 by 5 and put 5 orders up there. Or actually, I'm sorry, divided by 4 and then put 5 orders at the beginning number, at the end number. And it worked out well. It dipped down. I was a little nervous about it this morning. It actually opened up below my number in the last minute here of the pre-market. There's this little tiny dash. So this morning, 2 minutes prior to the opening, it dipped all the way down into the range. And I was like, usually I would cancel anything above that number because it's no longer going to act as support. It'll act as resistance. So then the next minute, it popped up, the price here popped up to above my numbers. So I left my orders in place, and then it opened down here below my numbers. I got filled, let's see where I got filled. This is on my trading machine. It's not on my charting machine. Let's see. So, yeah, even though it opened up below my numbers, I still got filled. I got filled at 185.15, 184.65, 184.15, 183.93, and then 183.43 for a total of 250 shares between these two numbers. And then the next minute, it took off to the upside, and I managed, I think I sold it right around 188 or so. I was in these for an average of about 184, somewhere in between 185.15 and 183. I'll just call it 184.27. I don't remember my average exactly. Then it took a run up here, and I sold it. I think I sold it the next minute. Let's see. It's not giving me a time. But I got 1% plus. Actually, I got about. Let's see, 118.3. I got 3 and 4% gains on these transactions here. 181, 2 and 3% gains on these transactions right here at 188. So I took my winnings off the table, and you can see here it's gone quite a bit further higher, up to 197 here, which would have been really nice on 250 shares. $10, $12 difference there would have been close to $3,000. But I can be happy with a $1,000 or $1,100 day, almost $1,200 day. I'm going to take my cards and off the table, take my chips off the table, and go home and enjoy the rest of the day. mRNA would have worked out really well. Also, I just didn't have orders in pre-market on mRNA. I figured I'd click into it. This happened really quickly, this dip down, and I was paying attention to NVAX already. I don't like to have more than one trade going on at a time, but you can see here, this would have been a really nice trade, even if I just bought, like, say, 100 shares, averaged into 100 shares between these three numbers. I probably would have gotten filled on, I don't know, 60 or so. And this thing's taken almost a $6 move, pretty much a $6 move from where it is right now. To where it is right now. So, I mean, that would have been a nice trade. MGNA, the reason that I didn't take this trade is because the opening, the first support number I had on it, the opening 10-minute price candle came down really close to the number, then moved away. And so that, to me, that's a close call that takes out the first support number. And then by the time the second support number is getting approached, I'd already taken profits on NVAX, and I don't want to screw up an $1,100 day. So NVCR started popping up a little bit later. I don't know why it didn't pop up on my scanner earlier. You can see how high it's gone. And so I put Fibonacci on it, and the Fibonacci number that I came to, that had a high degree of confidence on, was 181.99. It never came to that level, so I never entered it. MNFC, this is a small cap momentum. It's really choppy, and the volume is really thin here. You can see, like, the opening bar volume was 200 shares. Then the next, 2,500 shares, 1,200 shares, 1,100 shares, volume 5,000 shares one time, and it's just really this isn't really momentum. With momentum, you want hundreds of thousands of shares per minute trading, or at least tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands. And then the OBAS, this is another small cap momentum that I had on watch. It's done pretty much. I mean, it's done a little bit, but it's not. That's not trade. Volume 200, 100, 200 shares. That's not momentum. So that's the trading day. Let's see what the broader market is doing. Looks like the SPY is trying to caught a little bit of support right around here at 411. It's still a really tight trading range. I mean, this isn't even $1. This move right here isn't even $1 in width. 411.13 to 411.99. So I mean, it's hanging around all-time highs. It's hanging up high there. So yeah, nothing really to trade there that I see. Yeah, it's pretty slow market. I think things are about to speed up though. Earnings season cranks up here in just a couple of days. All right, everyone, that is going to be it for me today. Good luck out there. Keep your risks tight. Click like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Out.